75 million views on YouTube ads with just $1,000. Is it possible? It is. I did it. I don't think that was really worth it. Gotta clean all this up. Firstly, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Penberthy. I'm the founder of AdClients.com, where we help you create, launch, and scale your online courses and your coaching programs. And I'm pleased you're here. Listen, it's no secret that I've been using and leveraging and heavily profiting from our YouTube ad efforts over the past few years. And I want to share with you how there's actually been an accumulative process that's occurred where my risk in the very beginning was actually very low. My initial outlay to get these YouTube ads cranking and to take them to $1 million levels, I was able to start with a very small investment, and how this whole thing starts to snowball. First, if you're new to me and my stuff, let me show you that I'm really doing this. Check this out. We've got a few different ad accounts for YouTube, and for those that don't know, you run your YouTube ads from within a Google ad account. And you can see one of our larger ones here. You know, we've spent 1.2 million British pounds and we've had 41.6 million impressions. An impression is actually a view. It's someone seeing me, seeing my ad, being exposed to me for less than 30 seconds. If somebody sees my ad and watches it for more than 30 seconds, it's classed, as YouTube puts it, an actual view. But these impressions are people actually seeing me, being exposed to me, and some of those people will have taken an action with my business. You can see another one of our accounts here, £400,000 in that one. Another 26, almost 27 million impressions. Another one here, another 10 million impressions. All in, I've spent about $2.5 million US. Some of our accounts are in pounds. Once it's all converted, $2.5 million US on our ads. We've accumulated 75 million views, and all of that started with only $1,000 initial outlay. Now, before I tell you how that happened, let me show you what these ads have produced. For our company, we do some sizable revenue for this particular business that we send our YouTube ads to. Yesterday was a particularly good day for us, but you can see if I search all time over the last few years, we've done 7.43 million British pounds. And at the time of recording this video, if you convert that to US dollars, it's about 10 million. So I put 2.5 million in, made 10 million back out. That's a 4-to-1, and I've just been reinvesting the profit. Let's talk about how this works. But first, before I go any further, let me know in the comments box, are you already using YouTube ads in your business? I'd be interested to see that. And if not, what platform are you using to get traffic? Is it Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, SEO articles? Let me know below. So I haven't got time to talk about the ins and outs of running YouTube ads. I've got other videos on my channel that you can go and check out. There'll be links somewhere around here to go and learn more about this YouTube ad stuff. But we're here to talk about reinvesting the profit. And I want to show you how this works. When you run a YouTube ad into whatever business it is that you have, okay? I'm just going to put the word funnel here. You might have a funnel, you might have a website or something else that you're sending traffic to. And obviously the outcome is that we're hoping that people will come from this ad, come through our funnel, and will become a customer or a client and give us some cash. So how this looks in the beginning is we need to first figure out which types of ads are working best. We need to test a couple of different videos. We need to test a couple of different audiences and see what traffic on the YouTube platform is working best with our funnel and the offer that we're trying to sell out the other end. So we need to have a decent enough budget in the beginning to get started. So what you might find is, let's say we put $1,000 into the ads. Now, we suggest to some of our clients they start far lower than that. We actually suggest you start with $100. And you learn from the data, learn from the numbers, and then you can start to reinvest and move up the budget level. But we're just gonna go straight for 1,000 because my numbers are a bit bigger, so I'm gonna use a slightly bigger example here. So we put our $1,000 into ads. That's gonna get us quite a decent amount of traffic, and if your funnel or your website is half decent, you should be able to land some customers and some clients for that. So you've got to have that initial capital. You've got to put that a little bit of money in the beginning, and this has come out of your bank account, right? This is your money that you're testing on YouTube. Let's say you land a client, and let's say the value of a client to you is $3,000. So we put in $1,000, we tested these ads, we landed one client, and we made $3,000. What you can do is you can take your $1,000 back that you initially invested. So now we're left with $2,000 profit from this ad campaign, and you've been able to take the $1,000 back that you initially invested in. So now let's go for a second round of ads and let's see how this looks. So we've got our funnel again. We've got the product that we're hoping that someone is going to purchase, which is $3,000 to become a client of ours, and we're going to run our ads. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the $2,000 profit and we're going to throw that back into the machine. So we're going to now spend $2,000. Now, if all verticals remain the same, if everything remains the same throughout the funnel with this initial example, 1,000 in, 3,000 back out, if our ad costs were the same, if our conversions through the funnel were the same, we're now investing $2,000 into ads, we should be able to land 2 clients. So we should be able to land $6,000 worth of business. 2,000 in, 6,000 out. So we've just made $6,000. And how much has this cost us to make $6,000? Some of you might say it cost us $1,000. You'd be wrong. To make this $6,000 cost us absolutely nothing, because we initially put $1,000 into the machine, we landed a client, we took our $1,000 back and we put it back in our pocket, back in our bank account. We're now back to zero being invested in this business. And we took the $2,000 profit from the ads and we plugged that back into some more ad campaigns. And now we've made more money with money that we made that came out of thin air. So the point here is very, very important. You only need, when you get into this paid ad game, you only need to invest in the beginning until you have your first profitable ad campaign. As soon as that day comes, you then withdraw what it was that you initially put in. For some of you, it might be $200 before you start to see some results. For some of you, it might be $500. For some of you, it might be $1,000. For some of you, you might feel like you're plugging away, really trying to get paid ads working. You're not landing clients. There's quite a lot that needs tweaking in your funnel. There's quite a lot that needs tweaking on the ad side of things. You want to get better at presenting. So you keep spending a little bit of money, and that's accumulating to, let's even say, $3,000 right now. That might feel like a big investment, and it is. But you are moments away from finally making this thing work. The tweaking will eventually get to a point where we're profitable. We landed a client. And even if it took you $3,000 before you landed a client, and you make a $3,000 client, for example, now you're break even. So now you're just putting your $3,000 back in again. You're not spending more money now. $3,000 was the most you needed to put in, because now you made some back, you can throw that back in, and eventually, once you finally hit profit, you can start to reclaim what you first put in and reinvest with profit. This is how I've been able to do what I've been able to do. People hear that me and my company, we spend $100,000 a month. I'm not going into the bank and withdrawing $100,000 every month and throwing that at ads. No, we're reinvesting the profit every time. I'm not using my own money anymore. In fact, I actually spend it on credit cards. So I put all of my ad spend through an American Express Platinum card so that I'm leveraging their money, not my own. I pay it off in time and incur no fees. I'm getting points that I can spend on flights and hotels, and everything started from an initial outlay of just $1,000 to get the whole thing going. So hopefully this has been insightful. Hopefully this has opened your eyes to the opportunity of paid ads. And if you want to start taking this game of YouTube paid ads seriously, I think we're the best in the business and the ones that you should learn from. I've got a free resource for you. Click the link in the description box or the top comment. That'll take you to a free training that I've got that'll walk you through how we're growing our business day in, day out, leveraging profitable, effective YouTube ads. So go ahead and check that out right now. If you haven't already, give this video a like and also drop me a comment. And again, let me know, are you using YouTube ads already? Or are you using some other traffic source? Let me know what you've got going on. And finally, I put out a couple new videos like this every single week right here on the YouTube channel. So make sure to tune in again, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notification, and I'll see you in the next one.